as you know, Trump, for the 15th time, we have a deal. We have a deal with the people of Iran. They want to make a deal. He keeps saying they want to make a deal. There are no leaders from Iran. And he keeps going over this over and over again. You've destroyed their military. You've taken out all their leaders. You allegedly winning this war, but the strait will not open. So who's really losing here? Who's losing? So every week, Trump does this to manipulate the stock market because the stock market is being controlled. Well, oil is being traded by AI bots. The AI is trading the oil now. I don't even think oil is being traded with humans involved at this point. And what happens is when he talks as the president of the United States and he says they have a deal, the price of the barrel of oil on paper is trading. Crude oil is probably trading at about $85 a barrel. However, if you go out into the real world and you are actually buying the barrel of oil, the barrel of oil costs about $150. Now we are reaching a cliff of no return. So the only option Trump has right now, he's more than likely going to have to put boots on the ground. He's going to have to send some of our soldiers over there to die for a pointless war. I don't know why we over there. Nobody can explain. Nobody can explain it to me. And I don't even care what party you're part of. And if you are with the war, just come in. Let me know why. Why are we over there? Why are we over there? They keep making the excuse of nuclear weapons, and that's hogwash. Then people wasn't thinking about us. Obama had a really good deal in place. Trump tore that deal up due to his ego. Come to find out, that was the best deal. So then they didn't want to redo the deal. He was going to tore up Obama's deal just to do the same deal that Obama made again. Now oil is going through the roof. Prices are going through the roof. Inflation is going through the roof. And the American economy is teetering, like we're slowly floating, like we all on the Titanic and we're slowly floating to the barge, like to the ice, to the big ice glacier. And the boat is about to crash. Oil reserves are low. And we're done. And understand this, when it comes to this oil, it's not just about the gas for your car. Oil makes the world go round. Every nation's GDP is tied in a 1-to-1 ratio to the amount of energy that that nation produces. So nations, the more energy a nation produces, the higher the GDP. When you disrupt 25% of the world's oil, then guess what? You just reduce the nation's capacity and the world's capacity of energy, which will trigger what? It'll trigger a global recession. That's what's going to happen. We're looking at a global recession. Have you noticed when you go to the grocery store, you buy 4 items for $70? Have you noticed the price of a car? Like, think about it. An Escalade, a brand new Escalade right now is $150,000. They even went up on the Cybertrust, but they're not necessarily going up. It's just the value of the dollar is getting smaller and smaller. So to make $100,000 a year right now is like making $60,000 a year. This is due to energy, oil, inflation. Because guess what? Oil is used to make fertilizer. The fertilizer is used to grow food. If you don't have enough fertilizer to grow food, duh, food is going to become more and more expensive. Plastics will become more and more expensive. Everything becomes more expensive. Did we learn something today? I hope I'm here able to teach. I hope I'm here able to teach today. And this don't just have to be a stupid show of me talking nonsense and making loud noises and hollering with nothing to talk about. This is the truth, man. This is the truth. So the strait is not opening. We're in trouble. And even if there's an incoming president to come in, to try to clean this up. I mean, would you trust America if you did it? Just imagine you do a deal with a guy, right? You say, uh, we go do this deal, man. Listen, let's put the guns down. Let's make a deal. And you like, all right, cool. All right, cool. Let's make a deal. Then we sign off on the deal. And then 2 days later, you tear the deal up and attack me again. What nation is gonna what nation is gonna trust us? Like, make it make sense. I want somebody to make this make sense to me, because the news is doing a poor job overall and, speaking truth to power with this. It's ridiculous. Let me stop being too honest, because nobody wants to hear these truths. Nobody wants to hear them. No one wants to hear the truth. So we should be back fighting now, because he only does it like Trump will say we got a deal. Trump will say we got a deal like in the beginning, like every Friday we have a deal to get the market okay. After 9 a.m. when the bell goes off, no more deal. We're fighting again. So like he said, we had a deal. They want to make a deal. They want to come to an agreement. So here we are. This is Fox News. This is an hour ago. Let's see what they say.
Hey guys, good morning. While the Trump administration explores a diplomatic solution with Iran, the IRGC is continuing attacks in the Gulf. Overnight, at least 2 cargo ships were hit with unknown projectiles, according to maritime tracking groups. At least 1 crew member is reportedly missing from one of the vessels. The incidents do come as the U.S. naval blockade remains in effect. CENTCOM says that as of August 3rd, they have redirected 44 commercial vessels and disabled 2 others. President Trump posted to Truth Social on Monday, saying in part, nothing gets through to Iran unless we want it to, and nothing will get through unless a deal or total surrender is accomplished. The president went on to say whether Iran wants to admit it or not, we are in fact talking of a solution to a problem that they have caused.
This is that they have caused. Now listen, you see what Trump said? Nothing gets through to Iran. You know what oil getting through that strait? Chinese oil. Chinese oil is getting through that strait. And I would dare the U.S. to block Chinese oil. And then all hell will break loose. Now we have full World War III, which I think is coming. This is why they all look. I never understood why you wanted peace in the Middle East. You want peace in the Middle East because you want energy to flow. That's the whole point. You want the world to be at maximum output of energy. That's why you want to keep peace in the Middle East.
The president described the state of play with Iran yesterday from the Oval Office.
Mr. President, are the talks with Iran now off and are airstrikes stopped?
Well, they're going on right now. It's an amazing thing we have for a little problem with Iran, because we have many talks and we'll say we have or we don't have. We're straight about it. But they deny, but they're not denying it now. This is the last chance. This is not something that, if it doesn't happen, this is a last chance for them to sign a good document.
Reports indicate Iran and Oman are nearing a deal regarding control of the Strait of Hormuz and splitting service fees between them. It's not clear if these terms would be acceptable to the Trump administration that has maintained 0 fees should be charged in this international waterway.
We can confirm that the efforts are still ongoing with all the parties. We are looking towards diplomatic resolution as we are speaking right now. As you know, there are current efforts on the ground that are in very progressive stages, and we are working with all the parties to see this effort. So I can confirm that the efforts are ongoing as we speak.
There are uncertain days ahead as the region waits to see if a deal is possible or if the Middle East is looking at a return to.
I don't know how you make a deal after you kill everybody. You killed every leader. You killed all these people, blew up a school. How do you say, all right. It's all right. You got it. Hey, Hey, you killed all our leaders, blew up our bridges, destroyed all our infrastructure. Yeah, let's just shake hands now. Let's call it a truce. Oh my gosh, man. You can't even make this stuff up. Really.